The head teacher at murder victim Dinah McNicol's old school in Chelmsford says staff and pupils there will never forget her. Her comments came after the serial killer Peter Tobin was convicted of killing Dinah, who was from Tillingham near Malden. Today there was more speculation that Tobin may be responsible for other crimes.
Chelmsford County High School for Girls, Dinah McNicol's old school, where they still remember the young woman who vanished all those years ago.
Mr. McNicol and I have been in regular contact, and we discussed the possibility of a memorial at the school, and he suggested that a rowan tree would be most fitting, a tribute, given that the family originates from Scotland. This is what we have on our school field, and the girls know it's a memorial to Dinah, and it's a place of quiet reflection for them. The tree will grow, and it will show that her memory will remain with us forever.
Yesterday at Chelmsford Crown Court, her murderer, Peter Tobin, was told he will never ever be released from prison. The trial here over the media has already moved on, the cameras and satellite vans off chasing the next big story. But what remains, what still seems to almost hang over the court buildings, is a question. How many other murders has Peter Tobin committed?
There's some people that knew Peter Tobin that don't want to come forward because they don't want to associate himself with. I'm quite sure that Peter Tobin probably has done other things, but we may never know.
And these pictures have added to the grim speculation. Unclaimed women's jewellery found at Tobin's home. Essex police, though, are unwilling to fuel the speculation. Do you think Tobin's committed other murders that you're not aware of?
As I said, I can't and won't answer questions then later, Gareth. No.
But there may be other tragic stories like Dinah's yet to be told. Gareth George, BBC Look East.
There have been more problems tonight for rail commuters. There are delays of 60 minutes on the line between London and Norwich because of problems with overhead cables. And the National Express service from Liverpool Street to Southend has been stopped because of problems with an overhead line at Rayleigh. Buses are running between Wickford and Southend, Victoria. A man arrested by the police searching for Derek Tempest, the missing man from Great Yarmouth, has been released on bail. Mr Tempest went missing in October, and although a body has not been found, the police believe he may have been murdered.
Last night we heard that the out-of-hours doctor's service in Suffolk is likely to be run by a different company next year. Harmony HS is expected to replace Take Care Now, which is being investigated by the Care Quality Commission after the death of a patient. Earlier I asked Mike Barradell-Smith from Harmony whether he could guarantee a better service for the county.
We pride ourselves on the high quality of the services we deliver, and we believe that in providing high quality services, commissioners respect that and come back to us, and that's one of the reasons why we've been winning more out-of-hours tenders over the last 2 years, and I would not be surprised to learn that that would be why the commissioners in Suffolk had taken this step.
One of the things that Take Care Now was criticised over by both patients and GPs was that it didn't have enough doctors working overnights, and also that it took too long to respond. Is quality about having the right number of staff on call?
That's certainly a component of it. It's about having the right numbers of staff on call. It's having the right skills mix on call. It's about having the right quality of staff on call. So it's not just about having people answering the phone. It's having people who are properly trained, who are supported by good IT, who are supported by excellent training programs, all of the things that we spend a lot of time and effort making sure that we put in place.
Some people are sceptical about having private companies running out-of-hours healthcare. It used to be done by the GPs themselves. And is it now really all about profit for these private companies?
Absolutely not, and I'm really glad you have asked this question, because it's an old chestnut that keeps coming back. And the reality is that the business model of the out-of-hours provider has relatively little impact on the quality of care on offer. What matters is the motivations of the people running the organisations, and whether they put the patient first, whether they're focused on quality, whether they're interested in delivering better care for patients.
Mr Barradell-Smith, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Burglars have ransacked offices at King's Lynn Football Club's former ground. The Walks has been locked up since the Linnets were wound up in the High Court last week. The ground was broken into by thieves who used bolt croppers to break open the gates. Tributes have been paid to Hereward Cook, the former Liberal Democrat councillor from Norwich, who's died after cycling to the Climate Change Summit in Copenhagen. He'd been a priest and an industrial chaplain. The Bishop of Norwich said he'd be sadly missed.
A head teacher at a primary school has started the next part of his campaign against unnecessary bureaucracy. This is Kevin Bullock, and he says that too many head teachers are demoralised by the burden of paperwork.
For 14 years, Kevin Bullock has been head of the village primary school in Fordham. It's a job he loves, and never more so than at Christmas. It's a school judged outstanding by Ofsted, but he's convinced children's education would benefit from a bonfire of paperwork and pedantic regulations. He's already taken his campaign to Westminster, and he'll do so again, armed with an online petition which has gone live this week.
The comments give teachers a chance to teach and not waste time filling in excessive bureaucratic forms. It seems to be snowballing now. I seem to have just touched a nerve. I think people, head teachers particularly, and teachers are saying enough is enough. In a few years' time, I may not be a head teacher, but there are lots and lots of young talents coming into the profession who we need to just let them get on with it and not be shackled with all this bureaucracy.
And so are you looking forward to tomorrow where we break up?
6 years ago, then Prime Minister Tony Blair assured him the paperwork problem was going to be sorted. In fact, he says it's got much worse. Next April, he'll return to Westminster and tell all parties enough is enough. Kim Riley, BBC Look East, Fordham in Cambridgeshire.
You're watching Look East from the BBC. Coming up, when Santa got